let's jump off the cliff and see the damage to the BMW. Here we go. A BMW 5 Series E60 mod for BeamNG. This is a brand new remastered mod which brings this awesome 2000 saloon into the game. We're going to be checking out several of the 27 configs included in this mod, and yes, there is a BMW M5 with that glorious V10 engine, but we'll be checking that out later. First off, we're starting with this, the BMW 520i. So this variant of the BMW 5 Series was launched in 2003. It lasted until 2010, and at the time it had pretty controversial styling. It was pretty, well, it was off-putting to the older BMW fans who liked the previous generation, and off-putting to other people because it was quite different to the cars of the time. It was a bit more angular. I actually think it's, aged really, really well. It looks great now. I didn't used to like it, but I do now. Let me know what you think in the comments. So the exterior looks great. It does really look good. The colour of this red is really nice. The doors open. You can also open the trunk. Just have a look in the trunk there. Quite a bit of room. You can also open the bonnet or the hood. That opens like that. There you go. You can see the engine. You don't need to press a lever in the cabin to open it, which is a bit weird. And here is the interior. Look at this leather. Oh my goodness. The leather doesn't have that much like a good texture, but we've got some wood down here. That all looks great. I love the dials. So detailed. Okay, let's start this baby up. 520i. It's got a straight 4 petrol engine. Pretty simple engine, but let's go. Yeah, a bit of wheel spin. Nice. So how does this thing drive? It's a BMW, so it better drive well. Okay, we're on the road. We're actually in comfort mode, which is fine. It feels pretty smooth, not much body roll. BMWs do have, a reputation for being a little bit sporty, but also the 5 Series is a luxury vehicle, so it's got to have a good mix of ride and handling. Whoa. Yes. Not bad at all. Not much understeer. Pretty neutral. Also, look at these dials down there here. This is from the ETKC series by Vibe Station 5. The gauges have been imported from that mod with permission, so it makes it, really realistic and really true to this generation of BMWs. Okay, now then, we're in sport mode. I don't think that's going to change much. She really does handle well. Here we go. Brakes. Pretty good brakes too. Yes, I'm loving it. And even with such an underpowered variant, the most basic cheapskate variant, it is awesome. It does make me wonder, if I turn off the ESC, can I drift this base variant? Let's go. Here we go. Clutch. Go. Yes. Oh my goodness, it drifts. Whoa. Okay, here we go again. Clutch. Go. Oh, more clutch. Go. Yes. Yes, it actually drifts. For a little bit, and then we run out of power. Yeah. Oh, it's so much fun. Okay, let's do a crash test. Oh yeah, look at all the lights on here. But what can we crash into to do a crash test? I don't know. Maybe that wall down there. Here we go. Right, let's make sure to go into slow motion. We're doing about 80. Whoa, nearly 90. And... oh, where did the wheels go? The wheels have disappeared. Okay, this mod isn't perfect. I'm sure it'll be updated soon. But in general, yeah, the J-beam looks pretty good. So here are the 27 variants. All the engines that were available for this generation of BMW 5 Series are included in the mod. We've got everything up to the 550i and the M5. So let's not do any other 520s. Let's go for a 540i. Yeah, this has got a V8 engine. Interesting. Oh, and a pretty glorious white. I do like that colour. Okay, we're on the interior now. Whoa. We've kind of got an automatic shifter down there, not the manual, which is a bit weird. Oh, listen to that. That V8 sounds really nice. Very muffled, though. Oh, my goodness. I can really feel the power under the bonnet. 300 horsepower, I believe. Only 200 less than the M5. And about 280 pound-feet of torque. So quite a lot. Whoa. She likes to drift. We've got the ESC on. Let's turn that off. Yeah, here we go. She is just pulling like a train. Oh my goodness. It's a shame they made the exhaust so muffled. I want to hear that glorious V8. Oh, high-speed stability is great. Oh look, we can see miles per hour down there. That's nice. Maybe that changes if you change your game measurement units, to metric, but it's miles per hour for me. Whoa, my goodness. We've crashed a little bit, but we're still all right. Whoa, went too fast, and yeah. Oh dear. Of course, this car was launched at the height of diesel, and this thing, the 520d, it's not very powerful, but let's take it for a spin. This has an automatic gearbox. I mean, diesel BMWs are okay. At the time, people were saying, why would a BMW be diesel? But, Mercedes had made a lot of money from the diesel E-classes, so BMW had to copy them basically, and Audi too. But yeah, I mean, in the 2000s diesel was all the rage. Governments were encouraging people to change to diesel cars, and now look at it, diesels are really on the decline. I mean, you can definitely feel the torque. This is always a good thing about diesels. They do have quite a bit of torque to make up for the lack of horsepower. but it's just not that fun to drive. But don't worry, BMW did have a solution. This is the BMW 535D. It's got a straight 6 diesel engine, which produces almost 500 pound-feet of torque and nearly 300 horsepower. Look at this baby under here. Oh my goodness. Whoa! She's rolling backwards. But yeah, really, really powerful diesel engine. Let's take this thing on a mountain road and see what it's like to drive. Okay, we're on the road now. And look, this thing here even has the consumption meter down there, which shows how much fuel you're using, and we've got white seats. There's actually 4 different interior trim colours that you can select with this mod. Okay, off we go. Whoa! We are off. I mean, it's not incredibly quick, but for a diesel, wow, this must be one of the most powerful diesel road cars ever made. I know that Audi made that Q7 with the V12 TDI, which is just crazy, but this, with 500 pound-feet, whoa, in a saloon like this, oh, it's pretty powerful. And one of the things you may not know about diesel engines is that they weigh quite a bit more than petrol engines. So manufacturers who put these big diesel engines in their cars, especially BMW, whoa, had to think quite hard about how they're going to make the car handle as well as the petrol equivalent. Even if it has more power and it's faster technically than the petrol equivalent, it might handle worse, and yet it does feel like it does. A lot of understeer there. I mean, nothing was happening. That being said, it still does feel pretty good. Whoa, you can kind of control the drifts pretty well. And yeah, pretty good handling car. Now, if you're not a fan of rear-wheel drive, you could get your BMW 5 Series with something called xDrive. In fact, I think they still do offer xDrive on a lot of their vehicles, but it's basically all-wheel drive. So it kind of competes with Quattro, kind of. Okay, let's go. Here we go, build up the revs. Yes, it's really, really grippy. Okay, let's take this thing off-road and see if it's, you know, any good off-road, or if it just gives you a bit more grip on the tarmac. Whoa, that was a big bounce. Okay. Yeah, actually puts the power down really well. We probably haven't got dirt tyres on here. Oh my goodness. It's a pretty wide car for this track. She's like, when you put your foot down in this thing, it is really quick. And because it's the 535i, it does have a lot of power. I think it's got a straight 6. Oh, she's so bouncy. Well, this track is really bouncy. Look at this. What are we doing right now? Oh, I'm actually handling it okay though, which is surprising for me. Here we go, handbrake, handbrake. Yes. And we're off. Wow. Look at the view out there. I've never been in this part of the map before. Oh, yeah, you can kind of drift it, sort of, around the corners on dirt. Here we go. Okay, let's jump off the cliff and see the damage to the BMW. Here we go. Down into a tree by the looks. Oh, wow. No one's getting out of that alive. Oh, my goodness. So this is the 550i, the most powerful petrol variant they made, apart from, of course, the BMW M5. Bit risky, really. With 360 horsepower, it really wasn't that far off the M5. But anyway, these were expensive cars back in the day. And if you were really rich, you could afford to waste your money on brown leather. Awful, awful colour for a car. So the gearbox is actually sequential here. I can use my flappy paddles to activate the gears. Here we go. Whoa, she's pretty powerful. Not quite M5 fast, but oh, how did I recover that? Oh, messed up right at the end. But yeah, this sequential gearbox, I'm not entirely sure if it's the same one fitted to, whoa, the M5. It's called the sequential manual gearbox. That's what SMG stands for, not submachine gun. Whoa. And it was pretty laggy, like sort of not a great gearbox at the time, quite unreliable too. But it was an early sort of sequential gearbox fitted to this kind of car. And it basically means that the clutch pedal is eliminated. You just push that and it activates the next gear. So it's not a full automatic in that sense. It is weird. It does feel like this car has more power to give. It just feels a little bit restrained, even though it is very, very powerful. So I think it's that time. Let's go and experiment with the BMW M5. Here it is, the BMW M5 E60. It has a V10 engine. 5-litre V10, no less. 500 horsepower, 520 newton meters of torque. The styling is like not that much different to the normal 5 Series, which is a bit weird, apart from this like shark tooth grille at the front. One thing that does give away that this is something very special, listen to the engine. That sounds great. It's a really good recreation of the V10 in this M5. Okay, let's go. We're going to leave it in sport mode for now. We will turn it off later, but I don't think I'm going to be able to control this thing with all that horsepower. Okay, how does she handle? Oh, okay, the traction control really cuts in. Now let's try the SMG gearbox. Now, is it kind of jerky? Let's find out. Not really. Oh, a little bit. Oh yeah, it does feel a bit weird. That's been modeled quite nicely. If I put it into like the sport mode, does it change gear at the right kind of time? Well, it feels okay so far, but we're not really stretching the legs of this thing. Here we go, full power. Yeah, but the engine sounds great, so people could get over that horrible gearbox, considering this engine is just amazing. Here we go, look, race it over the dam, see how the gearbox reacts. Oh my goodness, no. What was that? Right, let's go back the other way and see what happened there. So floor it. Why has it changed gear there? Why has it changed gear there? It's changing gear at like 6th. Okay, so the modder has, I think they said they've put effort to make the SMG gearbox quite realistic, a little bit jerky, and they've done a good job. It's really weird. The car like lurches every time it changes gear, but it is now revving up to a nice 8,500, which is good. Let's do a top speed test on this thing. I think it should get to about 180 or 190 miles per hour, maybe even cracking 200. I mean, this has to be the ultimate super saloon of the 2000s. I've noticed that all the models have a sunroof, which I always love. It's nice seeing sunroofs in this game. Here we go. Whoa, I think we're at, is that 300 kilometers per hour? Yep, 180 miles per hour. How many gears we got? We got 7. We're in manual mode now, which should help us keep the car going fast. Oh my goodness. We've lost a door mirror. Can we keep going? Keep going, keep going. Come on, she's handling okay, considering we're pretty badly damaged. I think you know what's coming. Here comes the roundabout. Here we go, here we go. Slow motion. Whoa. Oh, that's a far off camera right there. Oh dear. Here we go, into some trees. Just brushing the treetops here. Here we go. We're going to hit something? I don't think we've hit anything yet. No, we're going to land on the top of this building. Wow. Okay. What a wreck. But pretty good wreck. I mean, that wheel, I don't know where that's gone. Okay, let's test it without ESC on. ESC is completely off. I'm in manual mode. Oh, my goodness. Oh! Ooh, she likes to drift, though. That is pretty nice. So first gear. Can we get first gear drifting going? Yes. Yes, not bad at all. Of course, modern BMW M5s have a drift mode, which makes it easier. Here we go. This thing probably drifts best in, second gear, which, you know, this car has a lot of torque, so you can drift in second gear. Right, drift around here. This is going to be quite a tight drift. Here we go. Ooh. Ooh. Yeah, I mean, it's quite hard to control sometimes, but overall, really not bad. We're in the town now. This should be a good place for drifting. You just can't beat a manual for drifting. I mean, this is pretty difficult. Here we go. No! Ah! Yeah, I'm not very good drifting a semi-automatic, but that is the BMW 5 Series E60 by Steph Pedro. It's a remastered mod available for free on the BeamNG forum. I'll, of course, leave a link for you to go and download it in the description below. If you'd like to see me review a BMW Z4, click the video on screen right now. I think you'll enjoy it. But that's all from me. It's an awesome mod. Go and check the mod out from the description, and I'll see you soon for some more simulator adventures.